Adding a diffuse glow to any image is a great way to enhance the atmosphere in the scene. If you've heard of the autumn effect, it's a completely different effect to that, although they are both obviously based on adding blur to the image. So if we have a quick look at the before and after, so here is our before shot, and then there is our after. So the diffuse glow is so subtle, you can just see it running along the hard edges of the subject here. So let's just delete these layers so that we can get started with applying the effect. So the first thing that we need to do is make a duplicate of the background layer. So if you're on a PC, that's Control and J, or if you're on a Mac, just hit Command and J. And then as soon as that layer has been created, hold down Control, Shift and U, or Command, Shift and U if you're on a Mac, and that will desaturate that layer. Next up, we need to add that blur so we get that glow effect. So we just need to go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and then we can have a play around with the amounts. So the amount that you actually need to input completely depends on the resolution of the camera. So the lower the resolution, the lower the radius, or the higher the resolution, you're going to need a much higher radius. So this was taken on a 12.8 megapixel camera, so I'm going to set radius to 10. If you were shooting on a 50 megapixel camera, you may need to input a radius more in the region of about 30 or 40. So once that's done, hit OK, and then we're going to change the blending mode from normal to soft light, which is a contrast blending mode, so that's going to add transparency, a shot of contrast, and just give the overall effect the look that we're aiming for. So here we have probably added a bit too much contrast, so we can knock a tiny bit out. So we're going to make a levels adjustment by clicking on the adjustment layer icon, which is the half white, half black circle at the bottom of the layers panel. And then we'll just take the output level up to 10. So that's the black output level on the left hand side. And then if I just shift click on layer 1 and then hit Control and G to group, there you'll see we have our diffuse glow effect.